you want to go into today?
Well, let's go into neuroethics.
Oh, neuroethics.
We'll probably get back into technology in a bit anyway, but...
Okay,
So what is this word? Explain what the hell this means.
So neuroethics, if I'm not mistaken, which I potentially may be, it's the way of using technology and other advancements in technology with their neurological link or neuro connection. The way that works is manipulating the neurons using technology. So like using electric shocks to forget a piece of your memory, or doing electric shocks to stimulate something like this, or like just cutting bits off your stuff, neurons and shit. Now they do tests to find out what's better.
So we're talking like Neuralink. Like
Neuralink.
Elon's thing, whatever he's doing.
Yeah, kind of.
Just messing with your brain.
Yeah, so Neuralink's between two people. This one is you can have it between two people.
No, I'm not saying. Okay, we had this discussion last time. I'm not saying Neuralink is in linking two people. I'm saying Neuralink, the product.
The product, yeah.
Yeah.
Will be linked to neuroethics. Yeah.
Okay.
So neuroethics is just a way of finding, like it's the same as doctors. Like, what is an ethical way of approaching this, and what's an ethical way of testing this? What's an ethical way of producing it, and what's an ethical way?
So ethics behind brain-based technology.
Yeah. So manipulating the brain or changing the brain in a way that's beneficial or worse for others. Like it could be it might be to remove a piece of memory that he doesn't want, but others want him to keep. Like, it depends on how you look at it. So that's the gist of neuroethics.
Bro, Vision Pro plus Neuralink is wraps.
I don't know how that would work.
Just inject something and then you have the UI in your eyes or something.
No, that's crazy.
I don't know how the hell the technology's working there, but
imagine injecting yourself every single day. It's like insulin jabs. Like, you inject yourself with this.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like, insulin, you literally can't live without. These guys will be like, let me just inject a head thing. You can't live without me anymore. Like, it's too much.
But yeah, the ethics behind that. What's ethics do with any science, isn't it? Because like, even though you consent to it, like people are like, isn't there like a guy who consented to be like the test? For
there's
Neuralink, and that's happened like recently, innit?
Somewhat recently, yeah. So
if it works on consent basis, but like for like stuff like this, bare people are gonna consent.
So here's the thing about ethics I don't understand is, I understand consent is a key aspect about ethics, but the one part I don't understand is if he's like forced indirectly. And what I mean by that is his position in life. Because you know these tests they do, they say we'll pay you 100,000 or 200,000.
So your economic position forces you.
Not only economic, like physical. Maybe they'll think, okay, you're really fit or you're really big, so we think you'll be able to handle the pain, stress, whatever.
Yeah.
So in that sense, do you think they forced him indirectly to make it a contentious decision?
No, but there's so many people that fit that criteria. If you look at like the percentage in the world.
I'm trying to think of someone who's struggling in life, because I'm not trying to say it in a bad way, but I'm saying the people who do these tests are people who need to gain something out of this.
Do you?
I would say, would you do a test? Because
I don't want to,
because it risks your life, isn't it? It's risk your life. It's testing.
Yeah.
It's like exactly the same as COVID, the COVID cure stuff, not cure, but whatever treatment. But they had to do tests, and they did it on people who needed something. It was either money or like hope that they may live, like that kind of shit. So in that sense, do I feel like they are taking advantage of people who are weaker? Because me personally...
You can never really know, maybe, right?
Yeah, but me personally, I wouldn't risk my life over that test. Like, maybe I'm not a millionaire or whatever, but I'm not risking my entire future on one test that can leave me whatever. So I think they indirectly do force some people. But it's still consensual on like a law-to-law basis.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, you can't really like fully understand someone's situation because you could just cap in it.
Which I find a bit like, I don't know if I find bad, because if it does work, like say someone found a cure to cancer, and he just had to take the test.
Well, if it's like health related,
but
we have to firm it.
Neuroethics is health related as well. They could like remove parts of trauma or remove parts of mental health or remove parts.
Just like if like your leg is unconscious or whatever it is.
So you know when you've got like a phantom limb, so that my leg's cut off and then I still believe my leg is there. They could like remove that pain in that sense, but they need to do the testing and all sorts. So
maybe like what is this? Isn't this like to make your athletics better and also your vision, like the Neuralink?
Yeah. They could do many things with it. It's just
cure blindness. I think someone was saying. Well, of course, that's mad. I'm saying like in the long term, if we're talking like
potentially, there might be
10, 20 years from now, doing some crazy stuff. In that case, then it comes to a whole discussion of like ethics in general in terms of science, because like, of course, you need these sacrifices to get the eventual result. But like it's peak on
the person who does it.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly how I feel about this. They've benefited in some sort of way, like maybe economically or physically or in some sort of way.
Well, if you just remove the economic incentive,
okay, if you
because someone will still say yes, right?
if they remove
I
the
don't know.
economic incentive, the only people I personally believe would say it is they're already suffering from this problem. So let's take trauma-based problem, and the neuro trauma, some random name it will probably be,
Yeah.
can remove the trauma. I feel like there will be people desperate enough to take the test and do it in hopes that they'll remove all the trauma. So that's what I still
probably
think.
need like a huge like testing system to
Yeah,
get past
yeah.
that, but anything can get past that. Like.
So see, in that sense, I also think that you're using your thing on people who are desperate for it. Like, are they in their right state of mind to say, I'm consenting to this? Because consent has what? 3
you
stages?
need like huge testing, like multiple stages of testing to get like the good candidates and like fair candidates.
Yeah. And then
or just put yourself up for the task.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? Actually, no. Because
No, but surely like members of the team
may,
are like, okay, I'll film it.
Yeah, some people may be like saying, oh, I
But
trust
that's
my
not
product.
guaranteed, is it?
I trust my product. I have faith in it. I'll do it. Every time I think of that sentence, I trust my
Like, if
product.
I'm Elon's janitor,
Yeah,
I'm down.
like every time I hear that thing, like when someone says, "Oh, have faith in what you do," I'm thinking, I remember this guy who was trying to do a parachute. He made a parachute out of like paper bags. He said, I trust my product," or some stupid line like that, and he jumped off a bridge and killed himself at the end. Because he said, I trust my product. It didn't work though, did it? So that line just keeps coming to my head. So,
Yeah, even though that's like extreme, the same thing applies.
yeah, so how much can you trust your product to do it? Like, do you wish others to do it, and then if it works, you just take the credit?
It's kind of your responsibility, right? So,
because say something goes wrong with that neuroethical problem, or not neuroethical, but the Neuralink or whatever. How do you rebound off that?
you're finished.
Do you rebound off saying to yourself, I don't know what was going to happen? Or do you rebound off saying, this is part of his life? Or like this
It's the same thing with like auto-driving cars. Doesn't have to build trust. Like, for example, people who tested like the auto-drive of Tesla, they were still putting their life at risk. Like,
I thought it was dummies that did that. I thought it was like, those
dummies,
the black and yellow dummy things.
You can't use dummies. They might use animals to be. Well, they have used animals.
They have used animals, yeah. I have heard they've used like hamsters.
Well, I heard it sounds crap. I've heard like there was this monkey that could solve the Rubik's Cube. I'm like, no way. But that's probably just Instagram waffle.
Yeah, maybe. And I actually feel like, no, monkeys are kind of